Hello, YouTube friends. I was very much called to do another reading today. I've completed my readings for each sign for March, and I've done a general read for March. And I thought I was done for a little bit, but all day I've been getting this really strong urge to do another reading. There was quite an urgency about it. I tried to do a couple of readings this afternoon. The energy was so intense that they became quite a little bit out there. I did one read for myself and one sort of a general read, but they were not really suitable for a brand new YouTuber on a brand new YouTube channel. So I thought, no, I'm going to leave it for now. And I thought I was done for the day. And then, the urgency started coming back, and I thought if I can get to it before the energy gets really strong, maybe I'll come up with a read that can actually be published. At this time, the readings I did this afternoon, I just pulled some, I just randomly pulled cards, because that sometimes works for me without any structure, just pulling whatever cards the tarot wants to share with me. And yeah, it was quite wild. So I've decided to give it a bit more of a structure. So we've got a Celtic cross spread, and I've given the framework of this final week of February. Because I've already done a March read, I thought it's such big energy coming in March. So I thought if I do a read for this last week of Feb, it'll give us an indication of the energy going into March. So this may not just be this final week. It might go into March, but I don't have any idea what's going to come out because the energy has been so strange. I haven't been able to pinpoint what kind of energy it is even. So we're going to start here. Okay, interesting. Starting with an oracle card, we have the Herbal Witch. Seek guidance from those who came before you. Wow. How about that? All right. So this almost feels a bit like the Hierophant type of energy, but with a little bit of flavour of the High Priestess. Okay, all right, that's really interesting. Let's see what's going on with the tarot. I'm going to pull them all, flip them all over in this main part of the spread. Well, this all looks really positive. Okay, we have someone coming in, the Queen of Wands. Right in the heart of the spread, that is a lot of really powerful, confident, a little bit of magical energy, a little bit of intuition there with our little black cat. Amazing. You're sitting in your power. There's a degree of confidence and assertiveness and a little bit of passion coming through, like you're getting excited for the journey ahead. You've got the 1111 gateway, the Four of Wands in your challenge position. I'm feeling like it was weird. I got a really strong sense of sort of nervousness or anxiety around that card. Is something coming in for you that you're uncomfortable with? I'm looking at this King of Wands. I almost feel like this is someone that's coming in. Is someone, this person is coming in, something maybe in your work or in a romantic relationship, though there's no cups here at all, so it's probably not romance. It's just, this is kind of a union card. This is it's like the marriage card. It's sort of celebrating things, but it's also that stepping through an 1111 gateway, which is taking a step into a next phase of life. And with this kind of power couple here, it doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It does, though, feel like something is, like you're meeting something almost like face to face. This is something that you're stepping towards and bringing in, and it feels really exciting, but I'm getting just this sense that you're quite nervous about it. You have the Two of Swords in your recent past, so whatever's been going on, I'm really feeling like a lack of clarity. like you've blocked yourself off from what you really want. Now you're finding, you've figured out what you want, you've started making steps towards it, and you're getting really excited by it. But now that things are coming closer and you're actually bringing something in properly, and you are bringing it in because you have this Page of Pentacles, which is the birthing of this, of something new, like you're making it concrete in the world, and you're doing the work. You're keeping it secret because this is in the hidden aspects, but you're putting in a lot of work and you're really enjoying it, but you're not letting anyone know about it. And what I'm feeling is that with this future card, this is probably starting to come to light in the future. This is probably, you're probably going to have to step out into the spotlight a little bit more. People are going to have to know what you're doing. And I feel like that it makes a lot more sense now. Sorry, it took a while for me to get the story out. But yeah, now it's you're getting a little nervous because this is more that internal energy going on. And then the King is the leadership. He's out in the open. He's in that throne, out in front, letting people see him, letting them know what he's up to. But look, they're both holding wands. When you think of the term wands, that's like magic makers. They are bringing something pretty magic into the world. And I did mention that because of that little black cat, she has a little bit of access to the magic. And with that sunflower, there's a lot of joy. Whatever this is that you're stepping into, it's feeling like a really big deal for you. And I think that's probably why you've been keeping it secret. But now, yeah, you're going to be sort of out in the spotlight a bit. Let's have a look at your advice. Yep, the Hermit. Well, the advice is saying keep it to yourself. Don't venture out until you're ready. This is definitely you're doing the right thing. Keeping it to yourself. Let it come out when it's ready. External factors, Page of Wands, new adventure. This is almost like someone's coming in, making an offer for, because these are the court cards. This is all the same through line, same storyline. Someone is coming in and making some kind of offer that's related to exactly what you're doing. And it's going to set you on a new adventure. This is, okay, I'm understanding this sort of nervousness now about this union, because it's feeling like quite a big deal. Hopes and fears, Page of Cups. Yeah, this is a passion project. And the fact that this hasn't come out, and that cup hasn't come out until here, this is telling me that you're not even wanting to admit to yourself how much you want this. This is something you're really passionate about. And your hopes and fears, this is, you're really hopeful about this. You're really positive about this, but you definitely, you're not wanting to jump too far ahead. Let me come back to this Hermit card, by the way. Another aspect of this Hermit, another piece of advice, is to take it one step at a time, because when he's lighting his path, he's looking down, he's holding a lantern, which means he can only see one step at a time that he's taking. He's lighting his path ahead of himself, but he can only see one step at a time. So keeping things to yourself and taking it one step at a time, but it's looking really positive. Let's have a look at the outcome. Let's have a look. 8 of Cups. Well, I'm going to have to pull on that one, aren't I? Need some clarifiers on that one. So you're moving away from something. This is an eclipse, and what I always see it as, the moon has moved across the sun. It's already eclipsed the sun, and now it's moving away, and the light is coming and shining on these cups that have always been there, but now you're seeing them clearly. And you're realizing you're not satisfied and you're walking away. I feel like this is what's happening as a result of whatever you're stepping into. So I feel like this is you moving away from something that's no longer satisfying you because you've got this new journey going on. But I do want to pull clarifiers. I don't think this is you doing all of this and then walking away from it, but let's just pull some clarifiers. And with that Herbal Witch Oracle card, that is saying to me that if you, it's interesting. you are keeping this close to your chest, and you are getting the advice to continue doing that and to take things one step at a time. But if you have someone that you trust who has taken this road before you, just like it says, then speak to them, see if they have any advice. Whoever this is that's coming in with this offer or this path to a new adventure that is related to whatever it is that you're setting out to do, then get some advice from them. Let them know that you're on this path and you'd love for them to give you a little bit of guidance. That's a little bit how I see that Page of Wands. It kind of reminds me of a tour guide in Egypt because we've got the pyramids in the background. So if there is someone who comes in and gets excited about whatever project you're doing, if you do happen to share it with this person, then seek a little bit of guidance. See if they can light the way for you so that you don't have to take it so slowly. I definitely keep taking it slowly for the moment. I'm sorry, I'm pulling cards because I keep getting big chunks of them flipping out. Like there's so much these cards want to say. I'm just trying to get them to settle so that I get a couple of clear messages instead of just a whole ream. They all want to come out. Right, these two. I'm going to go with these two. So we have Strength and the King of Swords. The King of Swords in this particular deck that I'm using, to pull these clarifiers, this is the Wild Reflections Tarot deck. The King of Swords has a lot more wands energy than just the swords energy. So he's got the intellect, the higher wisdom, higher mind. He's also very connected to spirit. You can see he's high up in the mountains and he's, with that beautiful eagle on his arm. There's a real connection to spirit, but he's very active. He's action orientated. He's pointing the way with his bow. So he's guiding you to follow your instincts, follow your intuition along this path. And this strength feels like it's about moving away again. Yeah, okay. What I wanted was clarity about what you were moving away from. This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of some kind of burden. You're releasing your burdens, but in this particular deck, it's about finishing the harvest. You've done all you need to do in some area of your life, and that's why you're walking away. I just realised my thumb is pink. I've been eating dragon fruit. Sorry, guys. The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is amazing. Wow. So finishing a cycle, walking away from whatever this is going to, and moving in this new direction, this is going to bring in a real grounding. So you've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, grounding and abundance, and a chance to rest and take it all in. This feels like it's like you get to take a breath at last. So whatever this is that you're bringing in is, it's going to take you away from the dramas, I feel. This is really strange. I don't feel like I need any more clarity on this read, but I don't quite understand what the urgency was to get this out. I mean, it's a fabulous read. It's really awesome. And I do encourage you to keep doing whatever it is that you were doing, because it's looking like the drive, the energy. I mean, even the Four of Wands on its side, it's pointing the energy forwards. It's an amazing read. I just don't know what the urgency was. Okay, I'm just going to pull what comes next, Tarot. What comes next for whoever's watching this? What was the... Oh! Okay. This card literally jumped out as I was saying that. This is the Death card. Something's opening up in the sky, big channel, and yeah. What I like about this particular Death card is the man in the center is standing quite calmly while the horses stampede around him and the universe opens up above. But okay, what's coming next is some pretty dramatic change. Okay, is this for whoever's watching this personally, like individually, or is this more of a massive collective change? Is this what we're talking about? It's coming in March. That's a lot of questions. Okay, let me just tune in. Is this what's coming in March? Yes. Is this for the collective? Yes. Is this at an individual level? No. So whatever's going on individually, you keep doing this. This is going to be. This feels pretty solid. Feels like you're going to be in a really good place. Whatever this is indicating, this is a collective shift, a collective change that's coming in. So what was the urgency for the read? I feel like this needs to be established before this happens. Okay, that's not very long. I know I'm reading for a week, for this final week of February, but that's not giving us a lot of time. All I can say is if this external factors energy is coming in this week, if there is someone that's coming forward and making, even if someone makes a comment on one of your videos or something and it sort of gives you the impetus or the inspiration to keep going, make sure you do. I'm getting the sense that this outcome is further down the track, but this outcome needs to be set in stone through what you're doing. So this feels like a really important moment. Keep working away what you're doing. Keep things hidden. When you get this encouragement from someone outside of you, this feels like a person. This is not an energy. This is not something vague. This is a person, whether face to face or on social media or over the phone, however it comes in. If you get any form of encouragement, and particularly if they bring an offer in, I'm very much getting the sense that you definitely need to take it and move forward on this journey, because there is something important that you're moving away from. And when you move away from that, you're going to be in a really good, stable place, really good, high spiritual, stable place, a really strong place for whatever this death energy is. So if you can get yourself ready, I believe, I'm going to pull some more cards, but I believe you will be in a good place to deal with this death energy. But firstly, let's have a look if you can give me any more clarity on what this death energy is. And I know it's going to be a lot to do with other reads that I've done, a lot of which I haven't actually posted. Okay, I'm just going to pull one more. I just want to see if this is what I think it is. Give me some more on this death energy. Come on. Okay. Can you give me one more? Can you give me one more? Not all of them. What's this one? Okay. So I've got two very strong messages coming through. One of them is, when I asked what this death energy was about, this was saying, just wait. The Page of Pentacles, just be patient. The Nine of Wands, we're not going to tell you. That's the first message. Sometimes this happens with the cards. I get a very strong message from the cards saying, we are not going to tell you this information right now. The other energy that's come through with this is that there is going to be a shift in perspective. We're going to need to be very, very strong. This guy's doing yoga. Our Hanged Man in this particular deck is doing yoga. He's strong physically, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. That's what yoga is. It's union. It's every aspect of our being. So we are going to need to be this. That's what all of this is about. So get yourself established as much as you can. And it's not necessarily going to be just this 1 week. It's just whatever's coming in March. I don't know when it's coming, but everyone is talking about the energies coming in March. And I've definitely been picking up on it myself in meditations, in dreams, and in my tarot reads. So this is a preparation time. Get yourself strong and steady and ready for this. Get yourself in a position where you can lie back. This is I mean, in this deck, the page is obviously lying down like this one, but this is also a reflection of this Page of Pentacles up here. You've started something new. Let it grow. You've planted a seed. Let it grow. This Nine of Swords. Okay, with this death energy, this is going to be a big world issue. There's going to be a lot of anxiety. There's going to be a lot of stress, a lot of disturbance in the force. So really, yeah, we're going to be seeing things from a whole different perspective. Things are going to be coming to light, and it is going to cause a lot of stress. So just stay grounded, and try not to let this overwhelm you. But as for specifics about what this death is, about what this massive transformation is, the cards are saying, we're not going to tell you. Can you at least tell me what whoever is watching needs to know about this preparation? Why do they need to get themselves all set up? Oh, okay, we've got some cards coming out. Okay. That's the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups and the Five of Wands. That's a little concerning. It's like arguments between friends. I got that on a really big scale, as well as like at an individual level. Like, I'm not into politics at all, but this could be something to do with conflict between allies, but as well as arguments among friends and family. It's those situations where you think your friends and your family have always got your back, and then something happens and suddenly you seem to be on two sides of a line in the sand, and how did this happen? And so this is apparently why you need your stability, and why you need to move away from whatever that Eight of Cups is that's come in. There's something that's not going to be supportive for you going forward. And if there is conflict, okay, yeah, this is wow. I didn't realize, I pulled the card, this one flipped over and I thought it was just the one, and then I discovered that it was the Devil underneath. Okay. Again, I apologize for my very pink thumb. Yeah. You're really, really going to need to use your intuition going forward. And I've been drawn again to this Herbal Witch. If you've got someone that you trust, who can help guide you. Because ultimately, there's no need to be on one side or another. You can be friends with everyone in the world and not fully agree on everything. You don't need to start a fight or a war over it. So as much as you can connect to your intuition, you can keep yourself out of these chains. There's going to be a lot of people, I think, that are going to get caught in these chains of this devil. And I'm absolutely not saying that there's any particular person on the planet right now who is representing this devil energy. This is about the patterns of thought and emotion and our negative thinking patterns. All of that sort of ugly lower energy that can trap us and keep us blind. We can't see clearly. This is the kind of energy that causes this conflict amongst friends and causes this mental anguish. So really, really tap into that High Priestess energy. Find your intuition, keep yourself nice and grounded and chilled out as much as you can. Find the things that you enjoy doing. I feel like that's probably why this Queen of Pentacles came out. She's got everything she needs in the world, and has now so much freedom and security and space mentally and emotionally and energetically that she can spend her time doing artwork. She doesn't need to get involved in the world around her. She's not a queen who has to rule like maybe the Queen of Wands, and she's not one of the kings who steps up into leadership roles. She gets to just be where she is and paint. That's kind of the energy that you need. You've established something. You're moving it forward, and when all of this craziness comes in, keep yourself grounded, find those things that you love doing, and tap into your higher wisdom and your intuition to keep yourself in a really good, calm, centered space, and avoiding all of this kind of conflicty energy. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit more intense than I intended for this, but I knew that there was going to be something more when I saw the main spread with the Rider-Waite Tarot. I was like, okay, this is a really great read, but something else is going on here. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but if I do and you happen to come across it, then you're meant to hear it. For whatever reason, you need to know that this is for you. This is something that you need to do. Get into this space of grounded contentment and keep going on whatever this project is, because it is leading you towards something awesome. Just keep it to yourself for the moment. Take it one step at a time. I don't know if anyone's going to see this because my channel is so new and I've hardly had any views at all. So if you are one of the very, very few that is going to watch this, just know that everything's going to be fine. It really is. Like I said, I've done a lot of other reads on whatever this craziness is that's coming in. Ultimately, it's all going to be fine. We just need to get through the chaos, which is why you need to be in a place where you're grounded, steady, happy, and able to access your intuition with ease without all the conflict and stuff going on around you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I think I've put us all through enough. I wish you all the best on whatever this exciting project is. Wishing you all the best for your final week of February, and let's cross our fingers for March. Who knows what's coming in? Thanks, guys.